Yeah, strap yourselves in. It's another Thursday night Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. We are Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee on YouTube, Beyond the Pole Katrina Lee, and Beyond the Pole Radio on Facebook.com. And I'm really excited. It's kind of me right now.
Yeah?
And we are redeveloping the whole show.
The whole show.
The whole show.
Just not part of it.
So I feel like I had a little funk for the past 3 months, and I kind of died personality-wise. It's really stressful. Like, I had a lot going on. And I just wasn't as creative. And it kind of went in directions I wasn't a fan of.
And I've been busy on the studio couch.
And you've been busy. So. Yeah. We've been all just wild. Like, fiending away.
Steaming away.
Yeah. So I'm like, let's correct this.
Correct
and we're going to take next Thursday off and play a repeat show. Probably Costa Rica or one of the prison ones.
That'd be cool.
Top shows. And we're going to come back bigger and stronger than ever.
Bigger.
With a lot of our favorite castmates again. We're going to have Bailey back with our porn star features. And a lot has been going on in the industry. And we're going to have Tom Losey.
There has been a lot going on.
And Life Without Shame. And all of it caught up.
Cool.
I've just been occupied in my own life, and I just stopped kind of caring for a while because I was just kind of going through motions, and now I'm in prime motion again.
You're like, you got a lot going on right now.
I had a horrific week from hell for my birthday.
Right.
And it went for 3 months really bad. Like, I mean, everything awful you could think of, I went through.
Okay.
And I survived, and I bucked it all up. And on my birthday, my friends are kind of morons, and I was dating this idiot, and he blew me off right before my birthday, and I decided to cope by alcohol, and my friends were like, "Oh, we'll be okay," and they accidentally knocked me down a flight of stairs, and I almost died, and it was kind of beaten. It was pretty rough.
Somebody knocked you down a flight of stairs?
Yeah, my friends, and they tried to grab my arms to hold me together so I didn't fall down the stairs, and yeah, I'm kind of rough, but
wow.
Yeah, I'm okay, and I learned my lesson, and clearly, don't drink.
No, don't drink.
Yeah, I'm too old for it, and I learned my lesson really big.
Yeah, don't hide in the closet either.
Don't hide in the closet. Yeah, no one's hiding in the closet. Yeah. So don't get drunk on the radio, say a bunch of crazy things you don't remember,
right.
And then don't know what to do, and then just try to hide from everyone and make it go away. It's kind of a challenge. Honestly,
it can be a challenge. It definitely can be.
It can make it happen, but it's kind of chaotic, and no one wants to deal with that type of stress. Really, I mean, gosh.
Yeah, and you got a lot going on. I mean, you got all these different careers happening.
I have
right
a
now.
lot going on, so I managed to. So I am the queen of finding bad relationships and men who don't make sense in my life. So I
okay, the queen of that.
The queen, I mean, you can't trap me, really. The queen. So I managed to, in a short while of 3 months, go and find someone who made absolutely no sense to date, who mirrored both my exes. Had addictions issues, no responsibilities, no schedule. Could do whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. He had issues with commitment, issues with family, issues with his own parents, issues with anything, saying that you're pretty, that they like you, all that stuff. Just issues.
Okay.
I'm I'm going to fix this one. Okay. So I'm while I'm so busy and I'm running a major medical company and I'm doing modeling, acting in my adult stores and the radio show, I'm I'm going to take my time and go out of my way to save this one. It's not what you do. No. So I went right back to issues I had with my ex with codependency. And yes, I used to go to Al-Anon, which is absolutely opposite of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's more for adult children of alcoholics,
right,
who try to save alcoholics, and we stop our lives. Someone like me stops my life, and then I try to run your life. And then you, as an addict or whoever, feels that I'm controlling you, and then you try to push me back.
Are you saying you have control issues?
Yeah, I have control issues.
Really?
So what happened is I tried controlling this 40-year-old man and man-child. And he's you're not going to control me. I'm not going to let you do that. So then he would disappear for 2-3 days at a time to spite me while sending messages. And then I go wild on him and kind of borderline and codependent, hundreds of messages like a maniac. and drink to cope with it and go wild. And like, that's not really me. I don't want that. And he
You beat him,
reverted.
didn't you? Did you?
No, I luckily didn't beat him yet. But it reverted back to all my issues from all my exes. So he doesn't realize, like, while he was doing nothing and he wasn't actually going and cheating, playing all these games, he was like reminding me of my ex-husband who would actually go out with all these girls and do that and disappear for days on like drug binges.
Wow.
And I was like, go back and forth. And every bad habit you could possibly imagine trickled down on this man. And the worst part is I kept telling him, like, you can't do this. Like, you can't do this to me because I'm going to do this on accident and I just don't want to. So let's try to make it not occur. And he's like, ha, 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 ha. Let's see what occurs. And he just laugh. And when it would go crazy, he'd just sit there smiling and send all these pictures and bait it.
Wow.
And I was like, this is really unhealthy. And it escalated into absolute chaos. The most sick, disgusting relationship I've ever had in 3 months of my life. The most toxic ever. And I never actually heard this Eminem song. It was called Normal. And I turned on my Amazon Alexa and I was listening to him like,
Alexa.
oh my God, that's my relationship. So if you listen to Eminem, it's a new song called Normal. It's the most toxic, borderline, relationship you could find.
Really?
About a guy openly admitting that he's baiting the girl, disappearing, trying to make her jealous with other girls, and he wonders why the girl goes crazy and tries to burn his house down. And it just goes yo-yoing back and forth. It's like, why can't it be normal? And I'm like, why is that my relationship? So I go to Playmates last night in Byron, and I'm telling other girls, like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what you're saying. I'm like, I don't want that, though. I want like a normal, healthy relationship.
Did you try to like burn down his house?
No. I told this man multiple times. I said, why are you doing this? I don't understand what's wrong with you. Like, I don't get it. And he would laugh and he just baited it. And he thought it was funny. It was like he tried to actually make me crazy for fun. He'd be like, stalker, climb in my window. Stalker, come in. I'm like, I don't want to go to jail. Like, this isn't healthy. You think I can drive from Rochester down to Cheektowaga and I'm going to climb in your window? That's their idea. And there's like a cop living next to him. I'm like, this seems bad. And he'd beat me. And I'm like, I know better. And thank God I'm not drinking.
So what is it? So you want a healthy relationship?
Yeah.
So what in your eyes is a healthy relationship? That's
what I'm not sure. That's what I was hoping other people would chime in. So I noticed that a lot of dancers and people in my industry, actually a lot of us are borderline and we're bipolar. I mean, a lot of bad things happen necessarily in foster care and we kind of end up here. So we have slight issues, but we all are aware of it. And we explain the problems are because most of us are in counseling. So if you're not going to respect what we're saying on how to work with our issues, that's kind of on your fault. And I mean, if we go crazy and we send you like 300 wild text messages, but we told you like, don't bait us and do this, you're kind of asking for it, I think. But
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you told them that.
I mean, what is a healthy relationship? So I went through classes. I think Amherst Domestic Violence Court failed me, obviously. But just they're not even getting that. But what is healthy? I guess mutual respect.
Mutual respect. Okay, that's a good one. Let's put that up on the wall.
It doesn't have to be perfect. Communication.
Communication, that's a huge.
He was unable to communicate. Like, there is major barriers and just wasn't available.
Okay.
I kept trying, and I kept trying to explain my feelings. Like, I don't want to hear about this, I don't want to hear about that. Well, like, if you don't want to hear, you can't fix it, so you don't know where I came from, so you don't understand what's coming.
Right.
So if I can't explain to my ex that my ex used to disappear for 3 days and bait me on binges with a whole bunch of hookers or something for 3 days and that it bothers me, and when you disappear, I'm going to go nuts on you, that's your own fault, I think.
I could see that. All right, so we got.
So I warn you in advance, like, the crazy card's going to come out if you do this. So if you're going to like laugh in my face and bait the crazy card, what do you expect?
What the hell did I just walk into?
I know, right? Yeah, it's true. Like,
communication, we got. We're talking about healthy relationships.
Healthy relationships.
Oh,
communication.
Yeah.
I'm so glad this is the topic tonight.
So healthy relations, communication. I think boundaries.
Boundaries.
So I mean, this guy had a no schedule. And he wanted to wake up whenever he wanted and sleep whenever he wanted. He'd yell at me for waking him up and be like, I just got up and I'm nasty. But it was 3:00 in the afternoon. I mean, who sleeps all day till 3? Like, I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm trying. And I'm trying to respect your boundaries, but they're hard to respect. So if you're in a situation like that, I mean, just be tolerant.
That's
like,
just a
it's
bum.
hard. It's hard, yeah.
It's a bum.
I mean,
Who sleeps
I
till
was
3?
probably better off like dating some junkie on the corner, but I mean, whatever.
Some
But
junkie
it's hard.
on the corner. That was nice.
Yeah, I don't care.
So boundaries,
Boundaries, mutual respect,
and communication.
communication.
We got 3 of those. Okay, 3 of those. Now,
What else? Boundaries.
respect.
Yeah, respect. We said that. Communication, boundaries, truth. I mean, don't lie. I mean, that creates issues no matter what.
Okay, so no lying. No lying.
Is this a relationship checklist we're doing right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on,
Is that
Oz. Chip in.
A healthy relationship.
Healthy relationship. How about?
Do you know what a healthy relationship is? Because I really
do.
don't. I
just
failed at every
learned.
one of them. Okay.
Listen, what I learned from my mistakes and doing the same thing over and over again is it becomes a cycle. Before you know what a healthy relationship is or get into another relationship whatsoever, you just need to stop and reevaluate yourself, where you are, what your needs are in your life, where you like to be. And once you know where you like to be, who you are, and what you need,
Yeah.
good Lord.
I like.
I got one.
then you can find what you need in somebody else.
Yes, I agree.
And
So
this
if
is
you
not
learn to
it.
love and trust yourself and respect yourself, you can find someone
Or
who
know
will
what your
hopefully
goals are, what you want in
goals,
life.
what you want.
Right. To find somebody that wants the same things. Hopefully you look for somebody who you're attracted to that wants the same things. There you go. That's it.
So what I found out, what I did is, which is actually really embarrassing because I went through tons of counseling for this, like over the top. And I actually went to school for this, is I managed to repeat every one of my mistakes. So I spent over a year in anger management and healthy relationship classes that this whole radio show listened to. And I reverted exactly to every problem you could fathom. I went codependent. I stopped everything in my life. I chased after this man. I stopped everything. I merged into his stupid life of just wake up and sleep all day, no response to do whatever you want when you want, running around like I was nuts. I fixated on him. I stopped everything I was supposed to do. I let him completely affect me, and then he played games and baited me, and then I totally went borderline like a psycho on him and sent him like 100+ crazy messages, threatening him on and off, and like a maniac while I drank a lot of alcohol. So the whole resolution is don't drink alcohol. Don't date men who don't respect your communication or your boundaries. Don't put yourself in those situations, and you don't have to deal with this mess. And you don't have a monkey wrench.
Bro.
So,
Right?
okay, let's get, all right, so healthy relationship,
Healthy relationship.
respect,
You said-
communication,
Respect, communication.
well endowed,
Trust. Yeah, well endowed.
trust, respect, boundaries.
Boundaries.
Okay, and what else can we add in? Money?
I fell
Money,
into that.
no, I don't know. I feel like when they have money, they think they're better than everyone. They can do whatever they want. And I actually have more money than most of these
Yeah, you do.
morons. And I mean, it's fine. Like, I mean, I guess I can't chase them down and beat them and hide in the basement.
How
you know?
about
I fell into the codependent trap myself a
The
few times.
codependent
You know what I'm
mess
saying?
is
Like it
bad.
just goes from one thing to the other. Like that's a problem going from one relationship to the other. If you're not skipping a beat and you're in these long-term relationships and you got to give yourself some time to figure out who you are and what you want, dude. That codependent garbage drives me nuts. I was the same way from one to another to another. Nah, man, it's not where
You
it's
just
at.
terrorize the next guy.
Yeah, and especially if there's a kid or a family involved, like the kid needs to like see what healthy relationships with yourself are before they see it with somebody else. If the kid sees a codependent lifestyle, and that's what they're going to emulate. It just, you know what? Yeah, that's
So I don't know if you heard that Normal song by Eminem yet.
what?
I didn't. Normal by Eminem. It just came out and I never heard it, and I just put on I was listening to Alexa, and I'm like, Alexa, play Amazon Top Hip Hop of 2018. And this Eminem song came out, Normal. And I'm like, what is this song? I'm like, oh my God, it's my relationship. Like, it was so clear. And I was like, how toxic did it get so fast? It was 3 months and it went so insane. insane. Like, I'm so afraid to date anyone ever again. And then the worst part is that I have straight up true maniacs chasing after me. And then what starts is that I'm not going to find that normal guy who's like boring. Who's like, because I met this guy and I did this movie the other week. He's like, so nice, aerospace engineer, blah, 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 same thing. Like, I'll treat you like gold. And I'm like, what's going on is the guy who's like, oh, you want this? You got to chase after me. Send these crazy messages. I'm like, oh, you want to compete with me? And I'm thinking I'm going to one up him. And I'm going right in the same mistakes.
Just stop.
Yeah,
just
no.
Stop.
So
Go away for a
just
week.
Beat me senseless.
Just shut your phone off.
So maybe like safety or security?
Right. Yeah. I found this girl actually. So I was at Playmates last night. And this girl was only there for one day. She's not going to be there long. And she was the most intense negotiator I ever heard in my life. Really? So I'm sitting in the dressing room and we're all there and this girl goes, I'm gonna leave the club right now. She's on the phone. She's like, but you're gonna give me $1,000. You're giving my friend $100. You're giving her $45 for gas. You're gonna pay her $1 per minute to get here. And then if you want her and me, you're not cutting my funds. You're gonna give her an extra $500. She's like, and that's what you do. And she says it's all within 1 minute. And I look at her and go, wow. I'm like, that's impressive. I'm like, little girl, you are harsh. I'm like, I see you trick rolling in Las Vegas and like jumping on Johns in like 2 years, but I'm like, I want you to work for me if I didn't think you do something illegal.
And then she took her teeth out of her mouth?
Right? No, she's too young. She's not there yet. Not yet. Okay. That's her in like 20 years. Not yet. She's prime right now. So I was like, wow, I don't know where she got those skills. It was kind of disturbing. And then instead we had this other dancer who's brand new, like from the farm, is a little off. And she likes to dance the worst slow country songs you could ever think of. And then she has no idea what she's doing. And she came out and she put a whole bunch of ice cream on her on stage. And she thought like the guys will like lick it off her and like it'd be okay. But it makes a sloppy mess. And then all the girls get mad and it's on the customers and it's a sticky mess. And she's some really just dumb stuff. Wow. But it's really hard to strip to the Red Sylvine like Teddy Bear and Tim McGraw. Don't take the girl. And every depressing really was coming from and they were brutal.
I feel like that's what happens when we go on song break.
Yeah. No. These aren't. I'm not picking these songs. But we are going to call Dawn and we're going to have some fun and hear about her beautiful daughter, how college is going and what's happening. And we're going to return to our fun show because we had a lot of crazy things, including me. And we're at the Gates Recovery and Dave and fun. Happy. Hello, welcome back Beyond the Pole.
The opinions reflected in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management of Rochester Free Radio.
Hey, we hate those guys. We're not them. Thank you. That's what they're saying. Like, we are not
No,
them.
we're there. So we are Beyond the Pole Radio on Rochester Free Radio. WRFC LP Rochester 106.3, RochesterFreeRadio.com. I'm Katrina Lee. We are Beyond the Pole on Facebook and Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee on YouTube. So we had Dawn from Foreplay Buzz on here, and she's giving us our amazing sex toy of the week, and so we can help revitalize our sex lives at home.
Yeah.
Okay, this week I want to talk about body hair.
Body hair.
I'm not a fan. Are you a fan of pubic hair?
No. Pubic hair is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
It physically makes me ill.
It makes me ill.
Yeah,
like
the only
crotch
point
sprockets.
Of pubic hair used to be to keep critters out, like for cavemen. So if you don't have critters coming near your box, shave it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. It's disgusting. It holds an odor. And in this day and age, I'm surprised that so many people still have pubic hair.
I didn't think that many did because I thought crabs kind of disappeared because they stopped having pubic hair. Because I remember hearing a dancer, or my aunt said that this male stripper was dancing and a crab jumped off his pubic hair and landed a drink on stage.
What?
And I was so disgusted. But I mean, they all stopped shaving it. Remember years ago at Tanny Bed and McKinley Mall in Buffalo, they said there was like a crab outbreak because they weren't like cleaning it right from pubic hair. I thought they kind of disappeared.
They say that it's actually dirtier. It actually holds the odor full day versus somebody who shaves completely. And you're right. It's not. It's just disgusting. So my toy of the week, I'm going to go with Coochie. It's a shaving cream. Please, dear God, shave your stuff. It takes no razor bump. There's nothing worse than seeing a girl in a bikini or panties with like a breakout and it's razor bump. But it looks like an STD. That's never sexy. So this is going to take care of that. Men too. Men, shave your bunghole. Like, there's nothing worse than seeing a
Or
furry
bleach
butthole.
it, right?
It's disgusting. It's ridiculous. You're down there and you're like, oh my God, brown eye, furry brown eye, furry brown eye. It's not okay.
I agree. I mean, maybe you can find a affectionate, significant other who will help shave it for you and like spread the
If you
cheeks
can
and
wipe it,
like
you can shave it,
take
Katrina.
the.
Like I always hear guys say that I can't reach it. Well, then do you not wipe your butthole? Like you could reach your butt.
I used to have to shave my ex. He'd like stand there in the shower and he'd be like, shave me and spread his arm and stuff. And I'd take a razor up and down and like trim him. I could think it's an Italian thing, but I mean, there'd be patches of fur in the sink. It'd be freaking out. And I'd try to take pictures to yell at me. It's an Italian thing, I think.
Congratulations, I'm not asexual.
I mean, you gotta keep your body clean. I have no problem shaving somebody or having them shave me. You don't want the hair, and coochie makes you so soft. You will pet yourself all
And
day
I like
long.
the
Like,
rash
you will go to your
spray.
friends, pet it.
The rash spray is amazing on the coochie stuff. So
Oh my
I
God,
tell
the
girls
box
like after you
spray?
shave yourself, because sometimes girls shave and then they go like strip and like guys are rubbing on them or something and they got to worry about the rash. But you put the spray on, you don't have to worry about the contact from it.
Absolutely. And there's one that deodorizes now.
Humphrey.
It's a coochie box spray. You spray it topically and it makes you smell amazing for 14 hours. So if you're dancing, working, bartending, waitressing, my daughter is a college cheerleader and she flies in the air. She uses it. If your box is in people's faces at all ever, you need this box spray. It makes you smell fabulous. So there's the coochie comes in a box spray, shaving cream, and a tattoo oil.
Oh, I didn't try the
oil on your
tattoo oil.
tattoos. It brings back colors to your tattoos.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's new. They didn't have that one before.
No, that's new and it's beautiful. It makes your tattoos literally look like brand new.
Because
even
I
if
used to
they're
use
old.
tattoo cover up when I would go tanning, and I didn't know about coochie having it, and it's wholesale. So it's good to know.
I'm trying to grow a tumor in part of my brain right now.
No, that's
and the part
that's
that
fabulous.
I
So
remember
I
that
was
stuff.
talking to this dancer, and her name's Ginger, and she works at Playmates, and she was teaching these new girls tricks, and she says what she does, she takes spray deodorant, and she sprays on her legs so you don't get sweaty when you hop on guys, and I'm sure coochie's a cleaner, more effective
Yeah,
way.
you don't really want deodorant on
Than
your
just
legs.
deodorant.
It's definitely cleaner. It's more hygienic, and it has pheromones. Pheromones are
Yeah.
the smell of sex that attracts
And-
other human beings to you. So
And the-
Coochie is an all-around product, and the website is the number 4 PLAYBUZZ.com. My name is Dawn Marie on Facebook. I'm friends with Katrina. If you're not really creepy, you could add me.
Too late, I got
Too
you.
late.
Or if you're kind of creepy but 8 inches, I do make exceptions.
Yeah, if you're 8 inches, you can be creepy. That's all right.
Yeah, you can be. As
I
creepy
try
as
to
you
go
wanna
for
be.
10 inches. 8 inches is a little low on the standard, but I mean, if you're going to be extra creepy, like, give it the extra couple. No.
I love you.
I love you too.
Katrina, text me when you're in town. We'll go to dinner.
I will. We're going to have fun. Barbell. My friend
All right,
Mike's a
guys,
bartender. We're
so
going to have a
much fun
great time.
tonight.
Thank you so much. Have a good time. Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye,
So
Don.
we are going to cut in a quick song break, and then we shall return. After that, there's a lot. Da, 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 da.
All right, and time to get back right now to Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee.
And we have Austin in the house right now. And
what up?
we are on 106.3 FM, RochesterFreeRadio.com, WRFZ-LP, Rochester. So we have a lot going on, a lot of changes. We're not going to be on next Thursday. Normally we're on every Thursday, 10 o'clock to 12. We're on podcast. We will not be on next week. I'm taking a little vacation.
I've been telling you, man. Go
I'm
take
leaving.
some time. Good. Go away.
I'm leaving. So I had a really busy week. So yeah, see. So while I had this whole really ungodly, stressful week, and I managed to have my drunken friends knock me down the stairs slightly, kind of beaten and bruised, and managed to have a seizure and almost ended up dying. I dropped all the weight I put on for that movie.
Yo, it
I was
just
in Mindhunter
fell
season
right
3
off of
or
you,
season
dude.
2,
That's
and
wild.
I Mindhunter season 2. I had to maintain over 20 plus pounds, and I was eating like a pig, like 4,000 calories a week. And within 1 week, I lost over 20 pounds.
I hate you for that.
Wait,
I am
4,000
so
calories in a
salty.
week.
A day.
A day, okay, all right,
not a week,
okay.
a day. I'm sorry, a day.
Okay, all right.
No, yeah, a day. And I was eating just nonstop Big Macs and like candy. Everything had me like totally baffled because when I walked in, I was at Playmates the week before for the store, and I went in yesterday. They're like, what happened to you? I don't understand. And then even my housemate who was there, Taylor was like, I didn't think it could happen. People challenge you. She's like, you really did drop it all.
Yo, it legit just fell right off you. That's ridiculous, man.
It fell. Ugh. But that wasn't my weight. Like, I have a high metabolism. As the fattest I ever was in my life. I really wasn't comfortable. And I think I made a lot of poor decisions because I was insecure about myself with the weight gain.
You are like a hummingbird, though. Like, your body's on, like overdrive 24/7. Damn, dog, chill.
Yeah, no, I'm on Como now, so it was very stressful, all the stuff going on, and now it's done. So most of the chaos is over.
Cool. Good.
Kind of nice.
Good to have you back. So what did we learn? No hot pan, right?
No hot pan.
If it's hot, we burn ourselves once and we walk away.
We walk away. If a person can't communicate and they don't respect what you say. So when you have a serious problem and you try to have someone explain, when you tell them what the issue is, like, I don't like that you're doing this. I don't want this. It's not okay. And they keep doing it to you. It's not okay. Walk away.
Right.
Get away from it. That person, if they don't respect her at the bat, they're not going to change. And there's nothing you can do. So there's no point. And if they're a certain age, you're not going to fix them. And they might say they can or not. They're not going to change. And the worst part is when you're dealing with addicts, you don't know what you're getting any day. They can tell you something when they're sober and they can change their mind when they're drunk and they can rip your heart out the next day. So you might get, I love you when they're drunk. And the next day, like, I don't remember telling you that. And it hurts.
Yeah, another thing that
and no one wants that. It really hurts.
Absolutely correct. When you combine an addiction or addictive personality with actual like diagnosed mental illnesses.
Yes.
Some people are so like they believe their own fantasies in their head. Like they'll say something so much to other people and themselves that they actually start to believe it. And if you're not careful, you start to believe that.
You believe it and then you get pulled down. And I'm an empath. And I pick up all the feelings of everyone around me. And when I'm around really negative people, I pick it up and it hurts me. And this person, the problem was that 4 times they set up something where it was a great plan of like going to a concert, 4th of July weekends, my birthday. It was going to be amazing. And then last minute, because I did nothing really wrong, they tried to hurt me to, I don't know, their own agenda to drink. I'm not really sure what's going on, to cheat, whatever. I have no idea. I just don't get it. But they justify it and then they run off and they think it's okay to hurt you. And when you try to explain to them and they're like, don't seem to get it. And you're like, do you realize what you did? Do you realize how bad you hurt me? And they still don't get it. Walk away. That man, they don't know how to love. You can't change their opinion. There's something wrong. I mean, they might be a nice guy to other people. Don't love that person. They're not good for you.
Absolutely. Katrina's pen just exploded in her hand, by the way. You had
it did. That's so crazy.
That is absolutely
that was so random.
The truth. But in the end, everything is our fault. Everything is our own fault. What we accept and what we let into our lives, that's our...
And I let it go on. It's my fault because I maintained it and then I couldn't control myself. And then I was like crazy pants psycho. You know,
I can't believe your pen just exploded. Like,
I can't believe it did. I was like, wow, thank you, candies.
Just grenade. It's wild.
Yeah, it wasn't even that like angry on it. It was weird. But yeah, so I mean, it's your fault. Or the point that you're going to keep sitting home when they're out having fun at bars and enjoying the time of their life. And you're going to be home crying because you had plans with them and they leave without you. And you're going to ruin your own life and destroy it because you can't move on. Get away. Yep. It's not good. So, I mean, if you want that situation, I mean, fine. But, I mean, be that girl who doesn't sit home, cries, and let them know. Get up and go out with your friends. Like, move on with your own life. Like, but it's hard, though. When you really care about someone and they're doing that to you, like, most people can be like, oh, look at me. I'm going to do whatever I want. Like, you're going to tend to shut down. Like, and it's just a bad cycle. It just sucks.
Going out with the friends and doing all that stuff is important. I feel like...
I mean, you need an equal ground, but I mean, like, not when it's that point. Like, when it's your birthday and you play with someone else and they just rip your heart out and then you try to make it happen, maybe it's not the best.
Yeah, definitely not.
Maybe not. I mean, just don't do it. You know what? Honestly, everyone, do unto others what unto you. I mean, if you are going to hurt someone really bad on their birthday for no reason, don't be shocked when your birthday gets destroyed.
Oh, no.
I mean, just don't be. I mean, it is what it is.
I need a good, like...
Don't hurt people. Like, it is what it is. Do unto others as you want unto you. Like, it's a golden cycle. It's like, you know, it's just respect.
I'm gonna take this 1 week of you being gone as like your relationship therapist. Like I'm taking a little hiatus myself. I'm like, I don't have to hear about these horrible guy problems that Katrina.
I'm a magnet for really bad people. Like I'm a magnet. I'm like, oh wow, a room of 100 really nice guys. I'm gonna find the one like
you in the corner,
felon, the one
shady
drug dealer, the one shady person, the one corrupt person. I don't know, the pawnbroker. I don't know.
You like pick the guys like off the post office wall.
Yes. I'm like, wow, you're like, look at you.
Yeah. Oh,
I
look.
can fix you and save you.
Katrina plays darts to the America's Most Wanted poster.
And you're popular. You're like the 4th wanted person in America.
It's disgusting. It's repulsive, actually. Like the man. So this is also frightening. So I don't even know how to go about dating because I have over 4,000 guys telling me messages saying on Facebook like I want to date, you're so hot and all
Dating
stuff.
advice, don't.
And I'm like, it's scary. So how do I go about normal guys? Like, and then I date a normal guy and they're like, you're too good for me and all this stuff. I'm like, no, I'm really not. Like, what are you doing? Like, where's this coming from? Like, what are you doing? And they like self-sabotage themselves. But it's going to be the one jerk who's like the drug dealing scumbag of the world is be like, oh, you think you can get me? And they're going to challenge me. For some reason, it's going to spur something. And I can be like, one up.
Crime Stoppers is not a dating site.
Yeah, I'm just going to carry on a hot pan to hit you.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
No.
And I shouldn't meet guys, I guess, at like parole or probation.
Crime Stoppers is not a dating site.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? No, so I'm trying. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna find a nice, respectful quality.
How long do you think you could actually go without a boyfriend?
I went over a year.
Do you think you could? I went
a year.
I can't believe that.
I was going to say the third stoplight out of here.
No, I went a year. No, I went a year. Okay, so they might not be a real boyfriend. I might have pretend boyfriends. And I might manipulate as customers for the strip clubs to give me satisfaction of what I need by like, I miss you, I want you, but they're not actually boyfriends.
Okay, but a real boyfriend.
At least I'm honest.
I mean, let's place a bet here.
Okay.
How long can you go without? I'm going to say
I'm lonely.
no more than a month.
I'm lonely. I like boyfriends.
Wow, you're giving
I like
her a
relationships.
month?
No, I can go longer than a month.
No way.
You're a
I can
liar.
go longer
No
than a
way.
month. I can go. I can longer than a month.
No.
Okay.
A month and a day.
Yeah, I can go longer than a month.
Wait. But we were talking about like no relationship. Not like, hey, we're not going to have a title, but we're going to be talking.
No, that was that idiot. I like titles. I need a title. If you don't give me a title, there's no clarity, and then I'm a pig. So I need definition. You can't just have a dancer or someone in the adult industry like just free for all. Like you need clarity because I can justify if there's no title. I can justify anything.
You can't go a month.
Yeah,
You can't go a month.
I go longer. Okay.
Maybe if I got you a bunch of like prosthetic body parts.
I have toys. I have toys. No, I have toys.
You have toys. Okay.
I have toys. I'm good. I have all the toys I want. I went from aerospace engineer in January until happy in June. 6 months. I went 6 months.
6 months.
And then prior to that, I went a year during the divorce. And
let's bet some money on this.
Okay, so I got married at 18, and then I got divorced at 30, and then I got married at 30, and then I got divorced at 35.
Your legs started twitching when you were talking. Just pointed that out.
So that's a long time of marriage. I don't know. I'm like a commitment person. I don't know. I think of a main goal and I want to work towards it, and I'm like all about it. I don't know. I don't like think like it's gonna end. Like I think it's gonna be like happy ever forever and like fairy tale ending.
Yo, my best friend just surprised me from Florida, and he's on his way down to the station.
Now.
No, he's on his way to the station right now.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I mean, it's fine. And I like all that, but I don't know. Don't you think in happily ever after us? Are you that like dismayed or
I believe
disappointed
in
in life?
Ever after, I do, but like at this point in time, my most important mission and goal is to raise a happy, healthy, well-adjusted child. If anything that goes on beyond that, like if relationship, I'm very happy right now. I'm in love. It's great. Everything is good. But my number one goal is my kid. You know, the relationships are secondary. Everything else is secondary. Making sure he's Gucci and he's adjusted to everything going on.
I don't have the kid situation, so I can't say that per se. And my dogs are older, so
I gotta tell you, happy ever after fairy tales. It's the only place that happens.
I want that.
The
though.
only place that happens is
I want to
fairy
be a
tales.
Disney princess.
Yo, I believe in happily ever after. I definitely do. You know what? I definitely think it's possible. With love, anything is possible.
I want that. I want to be the Disney princess, and I want to give someone all my love and treat them like gold, and not have to worry about anything bad ever.
Oh,
like,
you
is
are-
that wrong?
Well, then stop
Dreamland.
going
Is
to
that
the
wrong?
deep dark woods and dating the big bad wolf, you donkey.
I know, right?
It would never ever happen.
Not with the men I go, but
You're like, oh, you're the axe murderer? Come with me.
I'm gonna
Your
fix
boyfriend
you.
number 4.
I'm gonna fix your life. Don't kill me.
Jesus.
Oh my
It's all
God.
right. You're again. We can make matching stripper outfits out of flesh. It's me so sexy.
Wow, that is the third most disturbing thing I heard all night.
That's all right.
Third.
yeah. I feel like it could actually happen because.
Ow, right there. Now we get back to Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee.
Hello, WRFC LP Rochester 106.3 RochesterRadio.com. I'm Katrina Lee. We are Beyond the Pole Radio every Thursday, 10 o'clock till 12.
What up? What up?
And we are Beyond the Pole Radio on YouTube with Katrina Lee. So I had a really big week. It was really chaotic at first and bad. And then once I snapped out of it and realized how lucky I truly am, I ended up doing 4 movies.
4 movies, 1 week.
Yeah, so I in the past year, I did 9 big screen movies, including The Purge,
Dope.
and Coldbrook, and Clover, and Mindhunter Season 2 on Netflix.
You were on Clover?
Yes.
Dope.
And Crown Vic, and a whole bunch of them all coming out.
That's awesome.
And it's really cool. And I got hired for my first Lifetime original movie.
Ooh, fancy.
Super exciting. All my friends actually watch Lifetime, so
That's a pretty common
my
situation.
next
My mom
goal.
watched Lifetime.
Every female kind
Right.
I think watches.
It's like
it.
a rule.
Yeah.
Especially during like breakups and like
The
winter
same with
season.
ID. Everyone watches Investigation Discovery and Lifetime.
I'm more of like a History Channel, Ancient Aliens,
I like Ancient Aliens. I like
conspiracy
all
theories.
that.
Yeah, I love all that stuff. Even my kid watches that stuff with me. It's great. Like Ancient Aliens, we love it.
Yeah, I love ID. Like I'm fixated on it. And,
Cassie.
you know, Kenda's the best.
Kenda?
Lieutenant Kenda, you don't watch it?
No,
you don't
I
watch
don't-
ID? All women watch
I don't
Investigation
watch
Discovery.
any type of TV. I
It's
watch
how
like the
it's
same
Wives
10
with Knives,
movies
it's How to
per
Kill Your Husband.
Wives with Knives. Nah, listen, I went through all that once.
Mobsters and
No thanks. Went through all that once, not doing it again. No thank you, sir. I am all set. I tap
but
out.
women
You win
watch
that
it.
game. I'm
Women
done.
watch it.
Nope.
But that's my favorite stuff, and I watch it, and so I'm really excited. So it's called Scared Live.
Scared live.
It's me coming out. It's by the people of the Purge.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
so
dope.
I lucked out that I'm in this circuit of these amazing people who call me back on a regular basis for casting calls, because what I did when I was on the Purge is I stepped above and beyond when no one else did. So I greeted all the cast, I greeted all the crew, I went back and forth, and I was actually carrying and doing the drinks. So I was very friendly. I went above and beyond, and they remembered me. So when this came up and I said thank you to everyone after the fact, they called me. And even when I was there, and I was a waitress, I'm a feature waitress in this one. So you'll see my face all over Lifetime when it's out.
Now,
As
is it
a
Lifetime or
feature.
Lifetime Movie Network?
I think it's
Or
Life.
both. Could
Is
be
there
both.
2?
Yeah, there's Lifetime, and then there's Lifetime Movie Network.
I think it's both. I mean,
Both?
I was told it was a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, well, then it's probably both.
I don't think we know because they were just filming it, and we don't know where necessarily it's going or what day it's going to be on. So I'm not sure.
Wow, and you played
It's probably
a waitress.
both because they probably repeat it. So I'm a waitress, and it's pretty twisted, and it's called Scared Live, and it's really good. So I think it's really large people. But this week I was watching Lifetime, and I never do. And I was watching, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, and the Bad Seed came out, the remake. And my mom was obsessed with the Bad Seed when I was younger, and the cute little blonde girl, and my mom called me her my whole life growing up, and she's like, "You're the girl from the Bad Seed." And so when it came out, I couldn't believe it was there. My mom didn't even know. I'm like, "Mom, there's a Bad Seed remake," and the little girl was like black hair, and it had Rob Lowe, and it was like a man aspect instead of the female, and they like it. It was very similar. It was a very good remake. And I was
Wow.
like, this is amazing. And she wasn't blonde, at least, but yeah, I was a Bad Seed.
It was a Bad Seed.
So, I mean, it's probably scary to anyone who wants to date me that my mom and dad used to call me the Bad Seed growing up.
Yeah, that's wow.
I was a cute little girl, and I'd smile until you wanted to hear.
Were you ever like that?
As perfect.
What was that little redheaded kid and Problem Child? That was the Problem Child.
Oh, he was great. That was my favorite too. Yeah, I wasn't quite that one.
No,
I behaved. I tell you wanted, and I won all the awards. I was like perfect and everything, and
Yeah. Oh, of course you were perfect.
Perfect. You know, it had to be like neurotically perfect, competitive, and
Mm-hmm. Were you cheerleader or no?
Absolutely.
You were.
Cheerleader. I was in everything you could fathom, every musical, every sport, and very active. My sister did nothing really. She was very low key.
Wow.
And hid out of the spotlight.
Wow. Yeah, you had it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now your sister.
No, she didn't want it. She had everything she wanted. She just didn't want it. And so what happened is I worked my butt off, and then my parents were like, "We will just give it to your sister so she has it," which is obnoxious. But yeah, that's how it goes. So we have someone coming in right now. So
We do?
I think it's a good, quick little song break, and let's get some composure and see what's going on.
You want to do a little quick song break?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to do a quick song break.
Yes.
Right now.
Da 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 da.
Da, 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 quick.
Song break.
All right. Back to the wrap up right here on Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee.
Hello. Welcome back. We're Beyond the Pole, 106.3, RochesterFreeRadio.com. I'm Katrina Lee on Facebook, KatrinAle. I have a modeling page you can check out too, along with my Facebook is actually public, so I post a lot. We have Tozan.
What up? I'm Oz. You can find me Ozian on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter, Ozzy1. You can find me on Facebook, and I sell pet rocks. Hit me up anytime. They look like asphalt, but they're actually a rare material. Made from different things. I don't sell pet rocks. Katrina. I'm just kidding.
I was like, what? Oh.
Wow, she was actually confused. She's like, "What? I sells pet rocks? I don't know."
I knew these dancers come on and they say the craziest things, and sometimes they're real, and it's like, oh god. So we had this is the best. So I was in a rare form, and I got yelled at actually for doing this, and I sat there smiling. So all the other girls were being mean to her, and I looked at her and I sat there smiling, and go, "Wow, I love your music. You remind me of myself." And I'm like,
"You were the mean girl."
No, I wasn't mean because I was nice, and she thought I was like.
What songs were they? Were they good songs?
No.
Terrible songs?
And I'm
Were they country
like,
songs?
let's think of the worst songs anyone could ever strip to and one up each other and see what happens. And Phoenix is in the back. It's really slow, and she screams in the back, "Katrina, I swear I will kill you!" And she yells. She's like, "Don't you dare play another slow country song." So this girl is like from the farm. And
yeehaw.
And I like a lot of offbeat, eclectic country music when I'm really sad and depressed, when no one's around, and I want to wallow in pity by myself. I'm like a really bad day from years ago.
No, Jewel's my jam. I love some Jewel.
Yeah,
some Foolish
she wasn't. Yeah, Foolish Game. She wasn't even pulling that stuff. She was talking about like tear in my beer, just every bad, slow country song that was so depressing.
That sounds terrible.
And then she started stripping to weird Christmas songs and church songs, and all the girls are getting really angry, and she's just doing the weirdest stuff, and I don't get it. And we were trying to train her, and just
I'm hesitant to somebody that you call weird.
That's really
is there
sad.
A scale for that?
The fact if I say, and you know what the thing is, that this girl stood out to me because when I first started dancing, I didn't know what I was doing, and I came out to Oklahoma. I'm just a girl who can't say no, and I was line dancing, and I did like a musical, and I was all animated, waving my arms around and singing. I'm like, "I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix." And I totally like lap dance and all of it, like line boop, boop, popped all around. Like, oh yeah, spectacle. And all these old men, Broadway showed it, animated all the way. And guys were like cheering. These old men were like, "Oh, that's so cool. Is this Sunday?" And like, "Oh my God, you're so cute." And like, "We love you," but I looked really stupid. And all the managers everyone yelling, like, "Don't you dare do it." And all the girls were like, "Oh my gosh." And they ripped me to pieces and picked on me. So normally like this wouldn't have occurred as long as it has for her. But everyone's really nice, small club.
Every bad country song.
Bad. It's all about like a truck driver and like this kid who wants his dad died and he wants to come back or something. All the trucks drive in front of his house and honk for him. And it was so sad. She's like, "That's my favorite song." And like that's when she's like, "I swear if you play it."
I wish this conversation had an eject button right now.
Right, like, bam! I can't believe this is even happening because most strip clubs have a DJ and they would have halted this music selection. So it's managing to go on, and like she was actually dancing to "I'm a Gummy Bear" on stage. I'm a gummy bear. I'm a gummy bear, and hopping all around. And it was pretty fascinating. That's pretty hard to pull off. It's really hard. So I am trying to think of the hardest song to strip to. And aside for really searching for bizarre country, I say the hardest song I can think of to strip to is Colorblind. Yes. Think about it. Colorblind by Counting Crows. I am colorblind. It's so slow. It's like you just lay on the stage like you died or something. I mean, how do you strip to that?
I don't know.
And then what would you think would be the hardest song you can think of to strip to? Anything just really obscure, like just so hard, like who can do it? And I pulled off some hard ones, but Colorblind's up there. I mean, I can't even count her as extreme country because that's just so over the top, is unrealistic. But I mean, more realistic ones are hard. Colorblind kind of goes up there. Weird religious songs are hard to strip to.
Religious songs.
Like songs about people you molested, she was stripping to. I mean, like every weird one. Yeah, like weird. You should have heard this stuff. Like, I swear, she was stripping to that Carrie Underwood song about like cheating on the husband and trying to kill the husband and like all that stuff. And I was like, oh wow, that's really weird.
None of this sounds fun.
Yeah, they were the strangest songs. Come on, you can come up with one, eyes. Come on, hardest song to strip to.
Over the Rainbow.
Yeah, that's equally hard.
Somewhere.
How about this one?
That's able to happen. You can do it.
Oh my God! Wow.
Get off the stage.
You can. I can strip to "Had a Little Help from My Friends."
Wow.
I can make that happen.
Had a little help. I can
With a little help from my friends, I can pull it off. But I mean, God, you got to really struggle for them. It's got to be like a slow, like Louis Armstrong Sunday.
How about
day
this?
shift? Total. I mean, just really obscure. Like it's so hard.
It's got to be hard. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I managed to strip to Tony Orlando, Tie a Yellow Ribbon. I mean, I managed to Carrie Ann, The Hollies, and the most weird songs, and pull it off. This girl is like totally one-upping me. I'm like, whoa.
I played saxophone for 10 years. Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah, no, it's just amazing. And she thinks she's really great. So I'm glad she smiles and she's
for
happy,
her.
but yeah. It's different. To each their own.
I love Lamp.
I was all excited. She had all these like cute little featuring ideas, and she had this whole like little cop outfit and all that stuff. But like I said, it just could be one-upping and just getting real intense. I was at Gates to Recovery today with our producer and other people who are in the building, and they just unveiled a new van.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's really
not
impressive.
Very creeperish either. It's a nice van. It's a very nice van.
It's not a creeper van.
I only do things well good. I don't go crap.
No, we don't go crap. So it was very well done. People who passed away, and they're honoring their lives on the van and showing that their lives matter, and everyone's affected by addiction and recovery. And you don't know who it's going to happen to. So it was a great cause. I got to get in the van and went over there earlier. And
Do you take a picture in the van?
I did. It's actually really cool. I put on my cover photo on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
So everyone check it out on Katrina on Facebook. And I'm in the special non-creeper van with the Gates Police.
Fancy.
Yeah, no. So this guy like listened to my radio show and he showed up there to meet me. And yeah, he's like, "What's the van for? Is it to pick up bodies?" I'm like, "No."
You did. He did not say that to you.
Didn't you hear it? Didn't you hear it, Dave? He did. And I was like, whoa. Yeah, the other guy like looked. I was like, no.
Pick up body. What is wrong with people?
I was like, no.
Seriously, what is wrong with people?
I didn't even know what to say. I was like, that's so bad.
You know what? That van is the old dog police. We should have shoved him in the back.
We didn't
Put
know.
him in a cage.
We didn't know. So Gary was asking where it came from. And here I'm like, I don't know. The dog police.
It was the old dog catcher van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy's like, it's for people like, no.
Bodies. Should have put that man right in the cage in the back. Sprayed him down.
And he was like, I was like, come on.
What is wrong with
And
people?
he came right
You're
up
like
and
killing
said
me
it to me in
tonight.
front of all these people there. And I'm like, that's so embarrassing. I was trying to walk away so no one judged me.
I mean, you had families there tonight looking at their loved ones, and this man's asking, really?
Her bodies. I know.
What is wrong with people?
I know. I was like, wow. Yeah.
He got to go.
I was like, okay.
If he's listening right now, you got to go.
I was horrified. I was like, okay. That's
You should start filling out the restraining order right now.
Really? Seriously?
Get it done. Save us some time.
Oh,
Snail
bro.
mail it to the police office. Like
I
7 to
was
10
like, come
days, guys. We'll see you soon.
It was like that slight error when I said about the plots. I was like, ah.
Oh, he's got to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to
like,
have another
ah.
slash tire when I walk out of here.
I was like, come on. But yeah, so we have, I went to, we have the Evergreen Memorial Garden, and we're actually doing decent on raising funds. So keep donating. We have a GoFundMe is there. I'm sharing it on the pages. I will share it again after the show. And I went to Springville, and I talked to people, and I saw several monuments they worked on for hospice. And one was in Buffalo, and I posted online, and it's a gorgeous flower display. And I don't want to copy that one. Obviously, that's not the same. But I'm thinking to memorialize a lot of the dancers who fell to opioid abuse. We're going to do music notes and rainbows. Because everyone has felt passion with music, especially if you're a dancer, entertainer, or musician.
True. That is true. When I'm in
And
the
they
band,
have
it's always
one
music
on
that brings you
the
back.
yeah, they have one on the website, and it's really nice. But we're gonna make it more spectacular, and we have to cater around it so there's no copper, so no one steals pieces off of it, and no one can sit on it.
That's
And
so annoying.
no one can use on it. And then so I looked at the area and I cased it out, and we have to make sure that children can't hurt themselves on it and climb on it when they're unsupervised. There is a apartment complex near this street. There's a nursing home nearby. There's some not the best properties up and down this street where the kids necessarily aren't the most supervised. So I don't want to be the one responsible that a child possibly mauls himself on a music note and a monument that I paid for and fundraise it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It'd be your fault too. It's not the parents. That's
Heaven
not
forbid,
watching
no.
your kids.
It'd somehow
Yeah.
turn on to me all over the news and be embarrassing. And I'd feel guilty because I'm like that person. So we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. So this will be concreted down. It's going to be like a $3,000 thing. But it's going to be really nice. It's going to benefit the whole community.
That's really awesome.
And I want it really bright and colorful because when I mapped out the area, it seemed like a predominantly Hispanic. And it was more like kind of flamboyant in colors.
Huh.
And it's just not like every thing, but you want to target what people are going to appreciate. So you want
That
to
is true.
fix the community and the style of it, and you want things that the whole area will appreciate and enjoy.
Yeah. Well,
And that's like kind of what you want. So when I was talking to people, and I actually went around and I was showing pictures to several residents up and down the street, which is probably bold, and I probably shouldn't have done that. Kind of risky, but I asked them what they thought about it, and they really liked the idea.
You're not from Rochester.
I'm not from Rochester.
Because you just said, like, I think it predominantly Spanish down in North Clinton down there.
I think it was, and then
that is like Puerto Rican capital right there of Rochester.
but
right
I don't want to lump things, but like
And
no one
it's-
is speaking English.
no, nobody.
I want to lump categories, but no one spoke English.
I got a little of this somewhere over the rainbow for you in the background.
Yes,
there.
yeah, but so I don't want to say figures, but it's kind of the Hispanic area, and everyone had Puerto Rican flags all over the windows. I mean, just realistically, that's a fact.
Oh, we're gonna get in trouble. I can feel.
I know. I just I don't want to say it, but yeah. So I did, and I know Spanish, so I was talking to them and asking what they wanted for their community to represent them.
Wow.
And I tried, and I walked up to random strangers in a dangerous drug-using area on my own.
Yeah, that
alone,
was interesting.
myself, and I greeted people. And I tried to mingle and look for my next boyfriend, but I failed. I mean, no one wanted to get my car and come home and be hid in my basement.
Oh, it is that time, isn't it?
Right. I think one quick song and then we'll wrap it up.
I want to wrap it up.
Yeah,
We're going to
another
wrap
good song.
it up right here. We'll go with the cars.
Welcome back. We're Beyond the Pole with Katrina Lee. Find me on Facebook and find us on Facebook Beyond the Pole Radio or YouTube Beyond the Pole Radio with Katrina Lee. We have us. We are not going to be here next Thursday, 10/12, but you can check one of our favorite replay shows. It'll be on, and then we shall return with actually a really well coordinated show coming. I kind of was very stressed out the past 3 months, and now we're more on the path of where I want to be.
Greatness.
I love
greatness.
Lamp.
So we had a couple things ongoing, so we can decide to mute ourselves and behave and go more mainstream, or we can go absolutely wild and just push all the limits and go that way. So what way do I want to go? I don't know, because I don't really care because I have my own independent money.
Oh boy. Here we
So
go.
what do we want to do? I don't know. We'll figure it out in the next 2 weeks. So we're either going to go really, really good and muted, or we're going to go really, really wild
can't we do
and
both?
savage. We're going to do both.
Why can't we both?
Because I have Life Without Shame, and it's like the same like say card. I have 2 last names. Yeah, I kept my Social Security card name one, and I kept my driver's license one. So I use both.
Nice. There we go.
Smart. 2 different people.
I've got 3 driver's licenses. I keep finding them and losing them, and it's great. It's like a surprise every time. Like, I haven't worn this jacket in like 2 years. Like, oh, look, a driver's license. Sweet.
Okay.
Lose
It's
it
like
2
your
weeks
fishing
later.
license. Which last name's on that? Which husband? No.
I have a driver's license now.
Good.
I got
for
it
you.
last week. It's been over 15 years.
You're one of
That's-
4
oh,
guys
you,
in
Dave.
New York
That's
State that has a
amazing.
driver's license.
That's a little frightening, but you know,
Hey.
go you.
Yeah, everything good. Everything good. Changing.
Yeah, we're all
everything.
getting legit, getting there.
Yeah.
You know.
Legit.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm working on having a driver's license. No, I have one. I do. Don't even call me over. But yeah, we are on. We will be missing next week. We'll be back. Check us out. I mean, we have tons of YouTube uploaded, and
Right.
we need followers. We have prizes. We have a whole new direction we're doing. We're building it up. It's gonna be really exciting. Wait to see some of our new cast of characters.
Shout out to the USO for picking us up. Those guys
Yes,
are awesome.
yeah, the Military Armed Forces Network. I hope everyone stays safe with all the bad weather upcoming, and it's a lot going on. So, I mean,
For sure.
be safe and keep warm with your family and loved ones. So,
Yep.
thank you, and check us out soon.
Dose.
We are Beyond the Pole Radio.